Good afternoon. Take umpteen million 10,002. Okay. So I am new to the whole recording world. I've done it a few times. I'm still very nervous about it, very shy about it. Oh boy, yeah. Put them back on. I can't see the screen. Okay. Sorry. Um, so let's. I am Doris. I'm the owner and from Box Shop. So I have a website which is sassyboxshop.com. Um, if you don't put the word THE in the beginning of the whole thing, you're not going to find me. Right now, what I have on my website is my fidget critters. So, what is a fidget critter? Well, a fidget critter is something that I created almost 3 years ago. I was selling them in the store and then I put them online. I was trying to sell them on Facebook, Marketplace. And Facebook Marketplace wasn't helping me, but I did sell some on my website and I sold out in the store, especially with Generation 1. Generation 2 and Generation 1, they all had these little pom pom noses. Isn't he cute? Yeah, you just take them and you shake them. And you can hear when you shake him, you can hear this noise. Because he's got poly pellets in him. But don't worry, they won't come out and go all over the floor and make a mess. These guys are safe to bring out in public around anybody and everybody. They're non-toxic. Um, well, these ones aren't for sale anymore anyway because I stopped making them with the pom-poms. But when I make my fidget critters, I make sure that um, they're allowed to be in public because, people have allergies. I don't want... My whole point of creating a fidget critter was to help the person deal with everyday stress, anxiety, depression, PTSD, stuff like that. It's to help them to make a better, to be successful in life. If it's kind of like a portable pet. If you can't afford to have a pet, why not have a portable pet? That's, you know, they can't talk back to you. You don't have to worry about feeding them. You don't have to worry really about bathing them. They're brushable. They're shakeable. You can talk to them. You can put them in your pocket, put them in your bag, set them on your desk. They're amazing. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. And when you look at them, all you can do is just have a big old smile on your face because they're so cute. Anyway, I've got those are my regular size. Oh, I also have this one here. This is the Generation 2 that I sell now. This isn't the only style. There's other fur types. So this one here is just the really, really super soft Microsoft. Not Microsoft like, the computer, but I mean it's extremely, extremely soft. And it can be shaken. And it can be squeezed. It is great to be squeezed. And they're fun. They're a lot of fun. You can brush them. You can I actually have a dog slicker or cat slicker that I bought so I could use it to make the fur look nice. And when you get them, these guys, they're going to come in these little boxes. Right. So these guys will come in a little box. I won't tell you what else comes in there because there is a few other surprises that do come in the box with them. Yes, they're $40, which isn't well, depending on who you are. I know it seems a little much, but the quality is there. I have made sure that the eyes won't come out. I made sure that the stitches shouldn't come out. I also made sure that if you got a hole in the fabric, that the poly pellets will never come out. And as a matter of fact, each one weighs about a half a pound, I think it is. Just about half a pound to almost a pound. Some of them, I'll have to go look, but I think they're anywhere from 4 to 8 ounces each. So about a half a pound. Yeah. They're fun. Those ones are the large ones. These ones here. Here's a couple of twins. Oh, and because I have twin boys that are 32, I'm like, you gotta have toys that are for twins or something for twins. So these ones are twins. This is the outside of the fabric. This is the inside of the fabric. It's made from the same exact piece of fabric. Okay. I cut the circles out of the same exact piece of fabric. It's just that one is different than the other because, well, like twins, they're not all the same. They look alike, they can dress alike, they can act alike, but they're still not the same person. They're two different people. So I did twins. So I got like these kinds of fabric. I've got like this kind of fabric. I've got this kind of fabric. I've even got, so let's see. I've got this one, this one. Some are rock, some are, they all have names, but that doesn't mean that you can't turn around and make your own name for them. It's just that I give them names because as I'm making them and I'm creating their bodies and I'm putting their creating their faces and their how their looks are going to be, I don't choose it, it just does it. You know, it's just when I start trimming the fur away from the eyes and the nose and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my goodness, look at you. You're cute. What do I call you? And then the name pops into my head and I'm like, okay, yep, makes sense. Okay. So that's your name. Anyway, so I make the fidget critters for people to take to school um, and with the ones that go to school, which is this size. This is the pocket. This is how small they are. So they're not very big. This is the large. You can see the difference. Let me hold on here. You can see the difference. This one is the smaller one. This is for the pocket. So this one is the one that I use for, or have people use for their kids for school. Because they can put it in their pocket, they can play with it, fidget with it while they're doing their test, while they're doing the schoolwork, listening to the teacher. And it will help the child in school immensely, especially those with stress and anxiety, uh, autism. It gives them a little something to put their focus on instead of focusing on not listening to the teacher, but doing something that could be distracting to the rest of the class. So now they have a fidget critter they can put in their pocket and they play with. They can squeeze them. They're very squishable. Um, you know, and I know it works. I've given one to a teenager who brought it to school with the other thing I will not discuss on here, but it comes with the pocket fidget critters for the child to bring to the teacher. And the teacher will see it and understand what the fidget critter is there for. And because of it being a help aid, an aid for the student, because we want the student to succeed, the teacher should be okay with it. I mean, this teenager that I did it with, her teacher wouldn't let anything in the classroom to help the students with anything for an aid for stress or anxiety. But when I did this with the thing that I sent with it, the teacher was like, "Oh, okay, yep, you can have it in your pocket or on your desk. That's fine." Because it does not disrupt, it's quiet. You can bring it to the office, you can bring it to the doctor's office, you can wherever you need to go that's going to make you become nervous. And they're also a great little tool. I brought it to my doctor's appointment. I brought a fluffy one. My doctor now owns it, I don't. Yeah. She fell in love with it. She's like, "Well, is this one mine?" And I went, okay. So it's in her office, and when she's having a hard day, she goes for it. She loves it. I have talked to her, and she was glad that she got it. Um, but it brought my blood pressure down. Making these things, my blood pressure has gone way down. Um, it's helped just even having them to play with and touch. So, with that being said, I thought, what better way? Because Jackie from the Nerdy Crafter, she's always saying she does a lot of test kits and things like that. And what does she always say? Um, that the kits always say they have everything you need, and they never really do. So I thought, Jackie, you're going to be educational for me because now I'm going to create a kit that has everything you need to get started because I wanted to do this for school. So I created a stationery kit. Let me find, because I don't have all the stickers in there yet. Let me grab one. So I created a kit using my Fidget Critter images in my work. And this is the sticker sheet. This is the journal sheet that will go in there. And I made all these little kits that actually include everything you need to have to take to work or to school. From the pencil sharpener to sharpen the pencil, to the pen, the bookmark, the erasers. Because I don't like these erasers. I like the white ones. And these have the three little mini erasers. It's got stickers. It's got magnets. It's got a scribble pad. It's got a notepad. This one also has some different journal stickers in it. It's got everything you need to start out. And if you buy this with the Fidget Critter, the Pocket Fidget Critter, you're set for class. Your child is set to succeed in school. For the first 10 people, I think it's 10. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. For the first 10 people that go onto my website and make a purchase, they will also get a free little Christmas gift in their purchase. Plus, I also have a discount on there for anybody that signs up for my email. You sign up for my email, you also will get a discount, 25% discount on your first purchase of, I think it's $50 or more. But I just want to kind of give you guys a heads up of what a Fidget Critter is, what they do, what they're for. I've been making them for a long time. And I just wanted to get this out there for people to help them have something to sometimes help deal with everyday stress, anxiety, and a lot of those issues that suck. So with that being said, I was struggling. I wanted to create sticker sheets to put in there so that you could have a whole bunch of sticker sheets for your journaling. Oh boy, was that a challenge. Now, I have been working on that for at least a couple months, trying to do it. I have an Apple desktop, and I have an Android phone, and I have a Cricut cutter. Cricut Explorer Air 2, actually. That's what I got. I'm on disability. I'm low income. And I'm thinking, how am I going to make stickers? And I'm thinking, well, I can go into the program. And I actually did. I went in, I put my pictures in, and I made some stickers. And okay, that was a challenge. It took me over 6 or 7 hours to come up with. Let me show you one thing. It took me 6 or 7 hours to come up with something like this. And then when I hit to duplicate, it wouldn't duplicate on Cricut Cutter. There's a reason, but I couldn't get it to work. And I kept clicking on duplicate, and it still wouldn't do it. And I'm like, what is going on? Okay, so I clicked on the edit button, went to click on duplicate, and clicked on delete. Oh, did my head hit the desk some? I was some upset. Because to do this, so like this one right here is 14 different things on there. So it's 14 different parts. So to make this 14 there, you've got 3 here, you've got actually 4 here, because the heart, I have the white overlay around it with my Sassy Box Shop in there. Then actually 5 layers, I'm sorry. I forgot I had put words in there too. So I put words in there, and then I got the heart with the black heart around it, and then I got the overlay and the words. And this here, just this little bit, and Cricut Cutter was struggling with it. Couldn't get it to do much without locking up, because it was just too much for the brain. It was too much for the Cricut program. It was going to cause it to crash. And I'm like, oh boy. Because then I was up until 4:30 late, after I deleted all of it, I stayed up till 4:30, and I'm still working on it and working on it. I did finally get them made. I did finally get them done. And it took a while for it to want to even read it to print it. Finally printed it. Went to cut it out. Well, first I had to put my I put my, because these ones here were not meant for writing, so I turned around. And because my Cricut Explorer Air cannot read gloss, I have to add a laminate sheet on top, but not on here. And then I have to go over these with a black marker so that my Cricut machine can actually pick them up. I did try going for a silhouette portrait 3. That was not going to work in my computer. I would have actually had to get rid of the updates that were in my computer because it did not like the program that was in there. So it wasn't working. So the silhouette went back to the store. So I'm like, guess I'm stuck doing one way. And that's with the Cricut because, yeah, the stuff is pretty expensive. You got the Juliet. Looks great, but I don't have $500-600. You got the Brother. Looks awesome, but I don't have $400-500. Cricut Maker 3, I don't have $400-500. $500 or $600, whatever it is. There was a lock click. I have no idea how that runs. And it's fairly new, so I have no idea. So I'm like, what to do? Guess I'll just do this. And I'll just kind of struggle to try to get this to work. Somehow figure it out. Sat down for 2 days watching videos and researching. And I came across an amazing young lady named Corinne Blackstone. I'm looking at my notes. Corinne Blackstone, thank you for doing your video. I also told her in a message on her video, thank you a million times over. Because what she showed is how to use Canva, which I did have on my computer, but how to use Canva to create the sticker sheets and then take it and put it into Cricut so that I could use it. Now, I already knew about uploading images into Cricut of my photos and stuff like that. Obviously, I got it there. However, and I also knew about, because I have an Android and I don't have an Apple, I had to download Chrome into my Apple so that I can decide what pictures I want to use, save them, and save them to my desktop. And then I got to put them into a file on my hard drive, on my external hard drive, so I don't lose them or freeze up the computer. And so I knew how to do that part, but it was still creating the sticker sheets. And how do I do that without bogging down the system, crashing the system, and still getting the stickers I want the way I want? Corinne, she has a video out there talking about this, and yes, she's right. You really want to have the Canva Pro to help out. It does, because you have features in there that are incredible. I mean, like the picture of this little guy. When I took the picture, I have a whole background behind it. Well, with the Pro, I was able to take and press and hold it and move it, and it separated this from the background without me having to trace and fix up anything, or it did it all for me. It took the image right out of the picture. It was so cool. Anyway, okay. So I started practicing. I'm doing this. Made a few whoopsies because, well, I'm using my phone to watch the video also. So I had to stop the video because then I was messaging and talking to other people, things, taking the dogs out, whatnot. Yeah. Okay. So I made a few mistakes, but I learned what to do and what not to do. And I did learn, follow Corinne's instructions. Now you'll see I've got this up here. That I put on in the Cricut program, the Cricut Design Studio. But all of this I put on, and not the bottom. The bottom and the top was the Cricut Design Studio. All the rest of this, I did with Canva, not the pink background either. I did the background as transparent. So I put it in there. I put it up. Oh, amazing. Sorry. Long night with a puppy that doesn't want to wear a cone on his head and walking into everything. Okay. I learned something. So I put it all into Cricut, did my little toppers in the bottom, put about a couple of the rectangles, stacked them and put them behind everything in Cricut. And then I clicked on the select all, and I clicked on flatten. Oh dear. Oh no, no, no. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm good. It's printing out, it's doing this, it's doing that. And it started cut after it got through doing its registration marks and finding them, it started to cut just the outside. Only the outside. And only up here. The things that I put on with the Cricut. Everything else inside, it would not cut. As you can see, none of it is cut. Yep. Found out why. I did something that Corinne did not do. I clicked on flatten everything. You just need to attach everything. The only thing that needs to be flattened is if we go into Design Studio in the Cricut and you're adding text and whatnot, this right here, and you're adding text to it, that will need to be flattened. Because if you don't flatten the text, it tries to cut the text out also, individual pieces. And that's a mess. Let me see if I can find one that it did it too. Let's see. Nope. Not sure where I put them. But I had some where I had this little saying over here, and it actually cut every single bit of it out. It just literally cut each letter as if it was a pen writing the letter. It just cut the letters. So that made a mess. So yeah, I did not do that. So I had to go back in. So I deleted what I put on my desktop, deleted that, went back into Canva, did it all over again, changed some things because as you can see, this really didn't print out very dark. And when I did this with this little square-like background on there, and I thought I grouped it together, I didn't want to do it, so that also made it an issue. So some trial and error, and with Corinne's help, I was able to make a sticker sheet. And yeah, this one looks a little rough, but I was able to make a sticker sheet with like this. Look at this. And this is fur that's coming off. So I did the washi tape, not the washi tape that gives a size, but washi tape on the Cricut Cutter Design Studio there. I chose that. I put my machine on custom. You know, I turned the dial on custom in case anybody else doesn't understand that. That lets you choose what different kinds of paper you want to use and your depths and whatnot. Did that. I put it through the cutter, and voila, it did it. It cut them all. It did a great job. And I even fixed, and I changed my text. I changed all that for that little one that it cut all the letters out individually. I now know what I'm doing. Thank you, Corinne. And then Rebecca Wilson, I think it is. Let me see. Rebecca Wilson. She did a video on taking your artwork and your images and creating notepads out of them. The measurements was the best part that and how she did it. Thank you for that also, Rebecca, and I'm going to use that as my measurements for making my own notepads, using my own images, my own artwork and stuff like that. So thank you for that idea. I can't wait to make some notepads with that. Again, it took a little bit of work. It took a little bit of time. It took a little bit of figuring it out, but I finally did it thanks to help from a couple of ladies out there. So shout out to Corinne Blackstone and Rebecca Wilson. And Jackie from the Nerdy Crafter, shout out to you, girl. I'll tell you right now. The fact that you said not every kit includes everything you need, that just gave me the drive to make a kit that includes everything you need, including like the kit that I got from you. Well, I didn't buy it from you. I bought it from someone on Marketplace that didn't really understand it or they struggled with it. I thought it was awesome. Anyway, I think I've talked your ear off enough. Check me out. Check out my website. Oh, big thing about the website. Okay. I have on there my fidget critters for anybody that goes on. I think I said about the 25%. You go sign up for email listing and you'll get 25% off your order of $50 or more. I also stated, okay, I also stated that the first 10 people that actually make a purchase on my website before Christmas will also get a Christmas gift in their box or package that will come in the mail with their stuff. But anybody that has a child and you're buying my fidget critter items, anyone that has a child, in the chat box, there's a way to contact me. You have a contact page and you also have a chat box. Send me a message with your order number and the names, the ages, and the genders of your children. And they will get a letter in the mail with the package. I'll make sure it comes with the package with everything that you've purchased. And they will each get a little letter from Santa Claus. So, Merry Christmas, and I hope to see you guys soon. I will try to make some more videos. I want to because I want to introduce different fidget critters and give you their names and introduce you to them because they're really cute and they're all different in their own way. Most of them I have on my website are either one of a kind, which means I may not be able to get the fabric again to make them again, or they're just there's or they are able to be, if you order one, and most of them are just singles on there right now, but if you order one and it says go ahead and order another, it will take me about a day to make one and put it in your order. So at least give me a couple of days to get your order back out to you. I do try to have a very fast turnover, and if I get your order in, I try to get it shipped or ready to ship out the next day. If I need to make a component for your order, I try to get it ready to ship out in the next 2 days. I promise you on that one. Unless I don't have the materials to do it, then I have to order the materials and get them. And if that's the case, I will contact you. When I ship out your order, I will message you or send you a message letting you know what your tracking information is and that your order has shipped out and what your expected delivery date is. And I'm not sure how it will work out for the holiday season, but I do know that usually my orders will reach you within a day or two. If you're across the country, like in California from Maine, you'll get your order within a day and a half to 2 days. I'd say at least 2 days. You definitely would, but with Christmas season, it might be a little bit later. I'm hoping not. But I will keep an eye on, and I vow to always keep an eye on the tracking number. So I will watch the tracking number to make sure it gets to your destination, to your home safely and soundly. Because I love my products, I care about my products, and I want to make sure that you get to have the opportunity to enjoy them completely and fully, or enjoy watching the person that you're giving them to. I want people to get as much joy out of them as I do, and I want to make sure they get there. So I also watch the tracking. And if you're working, I will send you a message telling you that your order has arrived at your home or wherever you had it shipped to, so that you also are aware of it. That's just how I care about my things and what I do. I just wanted to let you know. Thank you. Please subscribe and like, and please share. The next videos that we do, I will introduce you to my fidget critters and we'll do some crafting. Because this isn't the only thing I do. But thank you and have a wonderful day.